Hello, I'm LuNEJuNE, and in today's video, I'll be showing you possibly the best deck for beginners that are new to the game. This deck is so well made and the synergy between these three specific dice works incredibly well. You might have encountered this deck several times and might have won against this deck, but this deck in general is very good and well made. Let's get right into the video. I also made a subreddit called LuNEJuNE Sub. Go join the subreddit to post and upload random things. So the deck that I'm going to show you has different variants. There is the laser version with laser, poison version with poison, infect version, and ice version is also one of the variants. I'll go over each of them and how by changing one die can affect the whole deck. This is the deck that I recommend the most. After the patch where the laser got reworked, it's very reliable since laser can deal with the swarms and mighty wind and iron can deal with everything else. Laser does a lot of damage. I still wouldn't recommend powering up in the beginning cause there really is no point of doing it. This goes with all the decks in this video, but before the first boss appears, make sure you have at least a power 3 mighty wind and a power 2 iron. This will help significantly when taking out the first boss. Laser can stand on its own for 2 rounds. That's already good enough since the average rounds that most games in the lower classes are 2. If you happen to go to round 3, laser will still do its job, but at this point, there should be a lot of lasers to do its job like the first 2 rounds. This is the deck that I least recommend, and that's mainly because poison is semi-crit reliant. There are crit reliant dice in this game that rely heavily on your crit stats. To give you an example, crit dice, typhoon dice, and moon dice is all crit reliant. But there are semi-crit reliant dice such as combo and poison. With poison, I recommend having at least 350% crit since without it, it really falls behind laser. Also, the problem about poison is that you need at least a 2-pip poison to work as a swarm clear. This used to be the dominant version of this deck before the laser rework. But after the laser rework, the laser had everything that the Infect had and also fixed the problem that the Infect had. Infect is a great die, but after several rounds, it doesn't do a whole lot. With this build, I recommend powering up Infect twice if you are going to use it as a semi-main DPS die, but generally, you want to power it up just once. Now this is a very hard deck to use. If you play it right, you can go well over 3 rounds, and sometimes can go up to round 4 but loses to boss. This deck is very hard to use. Mainly because most of the time you will lose by lane rushes because you can't handle the swarms of mobs coming in your lane. The first round is no problem since mighty wind and iron can take care of it. But round 2, it starts to get harder. But if you manage to survive, the slowness effect from ice can really help you beat the boss when your opponent can't. If you are feeling brave, go for this deck. Also note that I have all of these decks footage from my streams. Since I was starting a new account on an emulator, I had to use this deck to climb up significantly. Check out these streams where I play PvP, it's usually in the first 20 minutes of the stream, and you will learn how to play the deck since I also commentate on my own gameplay and my decision making. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, which is gonna help me out a huge bunch. Join my random dice crew to play crew battles and share decks. Also join the Discord server if you want to talk to me personally or to play with others. Thanks for watching once again, and bye!